5 things I love about this bike. This is ZX-12R from 2001. First thing is the speed. This does approximately 194 miles an hour as a top speed, over 190 horsepower, and it's got the torque output of a small car. So 0 to 60 is under 3 seconds, 60 to 100 is even quicker. It will lift the rear wheel in first and second. The rear wheel, it will lift the front wheel in first and second if you pin that throttle. Not too much because it is quite heavy, but the weight actually helps you control the speed, doesn't it? So, you know, plus sides. Another good thing about this bike is the aerodynamics. This is still to do with speed. Look at it. Look at the front. It's so smooth and rounded. It's kind of shaped like a torpedo. Even has these little wings here, which cut the air, stop it getting turbulent. This stuff here picks up the air and it moves it away from the calipers as well. Even the mirrors, so these are quite similar to the stock ones, but these are from a ZZR 1400. Even the mirrors on this are very aerodynamic. You can tuck down below this windscreen and you don't get much air on you either. So, you know, if you have the balls to hold the throttle open, you will reach stupid speeds pretty quickly. But, you know, it's also quite easy to ride at a normal speed as well. These big engines with a lot of torque, absolutely no worries when it comes to going quick. If that's your thing, this is definitely one of the bikes for it. Reason number 2, I love this bike. We touched on it a little bit, but the looks. Look at it, it's gorgeous. This is probably the best color, to be honest. And it's got like the lightning stickers on here as well, like these kind of stickers. That's actually stock. Some of them come and it's just one matte color, but yeah, this, I love it. The second best one in my opinion is the black and the gold. So they'll have black on the top and they'll have gold on the bottom. Those are really nice. I'm not a big fan of Kawasaki green, especially on these bikes. I think it's a little bit iffy, but that's, you know, a personal opinion. The color is great. The mirrors are really cool. The front of the bike is awesome. I mean, look how aggressive this air intake looks. It's just, give me air. I need it. It's got upside down forks. Very rare for this age of bike, right? Came out in the year 2000. The exhaust sits nicely there on one side. Little improvements you could make is maybe change the indicators, because they're quite blocky. Those are aftermarket, but these ones are stock on the back. See how blocky they are. And you can get a rear seat cover, but I haven't found any online in this color because, you know, it's an old bike. It didn't sell extremely well in the UK either. So that's number 2. Number 3, reason number 3 I really like this bike. It's simple. Yeah, there's not much going on. It's just a bike. It's just a big bike. All the intricate things you don't have to worry about. That's in the design, yeah? The engineers did all the hard things. You don't have to worry about anything. Let's look at the dials here, for example. The dials. All the normal dials here. Horn, indicators, headlights. And over here, kill switch, go button, and your light controls. So you can actually change the lights on this. So that's completely off. Running light, which is that one. And that will turn the lights on properly. Other than that, look, there's nothing. There's nothing weird about it. There's no center stand. There's no rider modes. There's no rider aids or anything. This is a manual choke. And that's a cable. So nothing techy on there. If you have a look at the dials here, analog speedo, analog tacho, we've got an oil light, which is great. And over here we've got the time, fuel gauge, temp gauge, and an odometer. Don't need anything else, right? You don't really need anything else. The highest tech stuff on here is what I've put on there, which is quick shifter and a power commander and a speedo healer, so the speedo reads accurately now. Yeah, great. It's just you and the bike. As a techie dude, having a very simple bike is, you know, it's my enjoyment, right? I need to relax. Alright, number 4. This one's quite interesting. It's actually the frame design. Right, that might sound a bit strange, but this is not the only big bike I've ridden. I've also ridden big bikes like Honda VFR. It's about the same weight. And the Hayabusa, that's a little bit heavier than this. Very similar goal in its creation, yeah. But what I really like about this bike is the frame design, yeah. It's got a monocoque aluminium frame. So the frame, this is the frame here, right? But the frame keeps going up like that. All in one piece, right? Hence the word mono. That's the frame there. And it really does help the bike tip into corners precisely, yeah? It's just very precisely handled. It's a lot like a real sport bike when it comes to that, because a lot of the heavier bikes, they can be quite slow on the turnaround, yeah, on the S turns, that kind of stuff. But this bike is a lot quicker and a lot more nimble than you would expect looking at it. And judging by its weight, it feels like it's about 30 kg lighter. Now, that definitely beats a lot of the bikes previous years, right, in the 90s. Comparing it to, let's say, my 91 Honda VFR. Oh, yeah. You could tell. The VFR was wallowy. This is precise. This is basically like a heavier ZX-12R, because that was my previous bike. That's what this is. I remember when this came out, they also released, I believe it was the ZX-9R, right? And then a 6R as well, like the old school ones. And it's very similar design to those. It's just bigger. It's just bigger. It also means I've ridden with a pillion on this, right? And you basically can't tell the difference. Obviously, it accelerates a bit slower. And the braking is going to be affected as well with a pillion on the back, right? Those are all things. But the handling is really just about the same with a pillion on the back. Sounds a bit funny, right? But I didn't really notice a difference. That's because these heavy bikes, they carry weight really well, and the frame design helps with that. Also, because the frame comes up under there like that, that's not actually the petrol tank here. That's the petrol tank. So all the weight is lower down, right? Because all the petrol's here instead of up here. Look how much of a difference that is. So the bike handles like it's 30, 40 kilograms lighter than it actually is, which is exactly what you want, right? Last thing, number 5. For now, there are more reasons, but the 5th thing I like most about this bike, and I think other people do as well, is the sound. Yeah, it sounds absolutely insane. It's got that massive Kawasaki 1200cc engine, 4 into 1 pipe, yeah, Akrapovic exhaust right there on the end. I think I said that wrong. Akrapovic, that's the one, a Akrapovic pipe on the end. It's quite nice volume, and also the tone is really nice, and it changes all the way up for the rev range. When you're hooning it, when you're in the high revs, you can really tell. You can hear it coming. It's like a Formula 1 car almost. And on diesel, when you roll off the throttle, it pops and bangs sometimes, not all the time. But that sounds great as well. It's always fun when it goes bang out the back. A little bit of backfire. Yeah, the sound is wicked. And of course, I'm not going to be a dickhead and make one of these videos without showing you the bloody sound, am I? Weak. So yeah, it's quite tame at lower revs, yeah? But it's deep, yeah? It's deep. You can hear it. It's a deep engine. I'm gonna give you some little revs now as well. I really suggest you getting a Krapovich exhaust, guys. Oh my god. If you get this bike, look out for one of those. I think, to be honest, on this bike, pretty much anything is going to be really good. I think it's the engine. Yeah, Yoshimura, Delcavic, anything on the back. It's going to be awesome. Scorpion, whatever. Alright. Next video is going to be 5 things I don't like about the bike, so pay attention, subscribe, and look at the nice view. Alright. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.